Etienne? What are you seeing from him? What's he going to bring to the offense?
Obviously this past year losing, both of our main contributing running backs and Kendall and Dejan, them going to the NFL. Being able to pick him up out of the portal, such, a talented running back, someone that's going to make a huge impact. Obviously, we've only been able to see so much from him through the spring, to the summer, learning the offense. But I think that he brings a lot to the table for us, and I'm super excited to see what he's able to do.
What is the versatility aspect and his home run threat that he has?
Yeah, his ability to be able to make a safety miss, take it all the way to the end zone, that's huge. Makes our drive shorter. We don't have to do as much when, you have that type of big play impact. Also out of the backfield, receiving abilities, things of that sort, check it down. He's going to go get us 10, 15, be able to make a guy miss. But I'm super excited to have the opportunity to play with him on the field.
Carson, Coach Smart said that you're a great example for college football because you waited your time and you stayed. How important was that decision to you, and what was the decision process like?
Yeah, for me, obviously, this is my 5th year coming up, so being at the University of Georgia for 4.5 years now, it's been a long journey, and it hasn't always been super easy. Those first 3 years were really tough, especially, getting a little scrap time, getting playing time, but it wasn't real playing time. But obviously, I knew that one day I was going to get that opportunity, and I think that's what helped me stay and, helped me to continue to compete and try to get better each and every day and just keep progressing, because I knew when I got that opportunity, I just wanted to be ready. So once I did, come out, finally get there, and I'm super excited.
During that time waiting, you spent a lot of time with Brock Vandagriff. What are Kentucky fans going to get from him?
Yeah, me and him built a great relationship. We still do have a great relationship to this day. We talk almost every single day to this point. He's a great quarterback. He's a great athlete, but an even better person. So I think that aspect, as a quarterback, being a good person, being able to connect with your teammates, being a good leader. I'm super excited to, see what he's able to do at Kentucky, and looking forward to him, having success.
Carson, a lot of people think that you and Quinn Ewers are the two best quarterbacks in college football right now. When you watch them, what do you think makes y'all two most different as quarterbacks?
Honestly, I don't really watch any other quarterbacks as far as, in college, so I really couldn't tell you. But, there's a lot of talented quarterbacks, throughout the entire NCAA, and we're all kind of going after the same thing. We all have the same goals, so obviously super excited to see how everyone else performs. And I was just at the Manning Passing Academy, so I actually got the opportunity to meet him. He's a great guy, and then build a relationship with a few of the other quarterbacks there. But just super excited for the season, see how everyone performs.
Thank you.
Yeah, another quarterback was the Manning Passing Academy, Kale Moro. What do you think about him as a person, and what stands out about him?
Yeah, honestly, I really didn't get the opportunity to talk to him much. I introduced myself. I never had really talked to him, but we were doing so much the whole entire time, whether it was coaching the kids or we were actually the ones out there throwing. Never really got the opportunity to talk to him, but, he seems like a great guy.
What are some of the ways you deal with all the outside noise of Heisman Trophy, contender, like all that stuff that comes along with being a quarterback in Georgia? What are the ways you deal with that?
Yeah, for me, I think dealing with outside noise is just focusing on the team. I think the more that I focus on the team rather than myself, take it off of me, all that pressure disappears. Because when I'm focused on my wide receivers, when I'm focused on my O-line, when I'm focused on the rest of the team and how can I make each one of them better, all that pressure is gone and all that outside noise isn't even a thing. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm focused here. So, I know that's the biggest thing for me is, not being internally focused, but having that focus on the team and about what really matters.
What are your thoughts on playing at Texas for the first time? What do you think of their team?
Yeah, I'm super excited. We have a lot of good road games this year, and that's why you go to the University of Georgia. That's why you play in the SEC, to have those opportunities to play in big-time games against really good talent. Super excited to play at Texas. Obviously, haven't watched film on them yet. We got Clemson first, so let's start there. But super excited, to get to that week.
Last time you played in Bryant Denny Stadium, it was the COVID season, so there wasn't a full stadium. You just talked about road games. What's your expectation for that, and how do you prepare your team for big road games?
Yeah, I think the preparation factor is the same each and every week. Nothing really changes from that standpoint. Just where you're playing at, whether it's at home, whether it's at Bryant Denny, whether it's at Ole Miss. Whether it could literally be anywhere. But the preparation factor doesn't change. But super excited to get the opportunity to play in those type of atmospheres, especially knowing it's probably going to be a primetime game. Whether it's a night game, whether it's a 3:30. I mean, that information will come out later, but I'm super excited.